We had to provide our own accommodation, and so my friend and I thought it would be a good idea if we could take this on ourselves in some way or another. We went down to Dunedin, and my friend's brother was a student, a dental student in Dunedin, and so he had a bit of advice about various places. There were hostels, there was private accommodation. Dunedin, of course, being the centre of medical education in New Zealand, was the hub of university training, and so there are many places that offered private accommodation and facilities, varying from bed and breakfast to just accommodation and that sort of thing. So we poked around, and in the end we finally managed to get a place which we didn't anticipate in the beginning, at one of the hostels, which was opposite the university and within walking distance of the hospital. We had to pay for our own uniform, we had to pay for our training, and there were no grants or subsidies. So everybody adjusted to that. I borrowed the advance fees from a remittance which was due to me from a family when I was 25. I wasn't 25, so somebody had tied me over, so we got that organised, as you do, and it went all right. And my mother said to me, now, when you go away, when you have money coming in at special times, and she said, you've got to budget for it. She said, you've got to know what your incomings are and your outcomings are, and so on. And she said, I'll give you this little notebook and you write down here all these factors. So she got me used to the idea of being very aware that I was responsible and should handle my own affairs. I think she'd been through a time when perhaps not everybody was aware of the need to save for future responsibilities, although when my parents became responsible for their children, they took out insurance, which would become due for education when my two brothers needed that sort of thing determined. I think a lot of people did that. I think I said before that this was during the Depression, and the amount of one's income available for the future was not unlimited. So when it came to my turn, there was no insurance, so my mother did, put the question to a relation in Hobart, where my fathers came from, and they came to the rescue. So I imagine quite a lot of people did that. But the point was, my mother was very well aware of the need for the children to have appreciation of future responsibilities.